Hello and welcome back, fellow soldiers. Developer briefing number 62 just dropped yesterday, and of course we're gonna have a closer look at what the devs bring to us this week. As you guys probably know, the next big update, number 5, is coming next week on Tuesday the 18th of February. And all the last few developer briefings were building up more and more suspension on what we will encounter in this update, and that there will be some very cool stuff waiting for us next week. So in this briefing, quite a smaller briefing, as usual, the developers focused on something else than just the upcoming update of next week. In yesterday's developer briefing, the devs talked about an update that will be for different phases of soldiers that will come up after the update number 5. So after the 18th of February, somewhen, and somehow it seems that the devs still have time to also focus on small details like the faces of the different soldiers, even though they have a big update coming up. I'll just take that as a good sign that they are prepared for the next updates, for the road that is leading out of the early access for this game. I hope this is a good sign, and I'm pretty sure this won't be the last one. Now let's have a look at the new or overworked faces that we are getting. For the first one, they did quite a good overwork on that dude that looked as he had just seen a naked German guy running over the field somewhere. On the left side, you'll see the old version, on the right side, the version that has been worked on by the devs. I like the face much more like it will be after the update. Just looks a bit more hard, a bit more like a soldier in war. And if you look at the eyes, I do also think that it somehow just has this coldness expressed by the mimic and the eyes. Very cool overwork with this one. Next up is the dude that looks like a drug addict running around on the battlefield and hoping to get some shots from the medic. They did some battle scarring, as they call it, so they make the face a little bit more battle torn. They made the cheekbones a little bit more prominent, and they also worked on the expression that now looks a bit like this guy is an experienced soldier that has already seen a lot of shit and is ready for the next battle. Next up is the guy with the flat face. They call the transition recruit to veteran. What I think of this transition is they just made an Elon Musk out of a flat face dude. If you look at the right picture a bit closer, I don't know, somehow it just resembles Elon Musk. So you'll probably meet Elon Musk on the battlefield. With this one, they did more detailing with the front of the face, also around the mouth and the nose. I really like that. They worked on the eyes too. They look better, but as I said, Elon Musk will shoot at you. Beware. Next is the bald guy. They call the transition cocky to combat ready, and that quite fits in. Before the first picture on the left side, the guy looks like quite a bit of a smile in there and is just standing there like nothing happened. On the right, they did more work around his mouth and his mimics there. They did some work on the nose and the eyes, very good. They also changed the shape of his forehead. Looks more combat ready to me. Very nice job. And last but not least is the guy that was running around on the battlefield asking everyone for free noodles. This guy, at least to me, just looked like he was there for the free meals and not for anything else. In my opinion, they did the best job with this guy. They turned him into a battle-ready soldier that looks fearless, that looks like he's going to come at you and strangle you with his bare hands. And for that, they call the transition Mendes versus the Mendes she tells you not to worry about. Well, faux pas by me. For me, it looks more like an Asian guy, Japanese guy, but as the developers say, it's a Mendes, so he's probably not eating noodles. I have to find another stereotype. I don't know what Mendes is eating. But first Mendes was there for the free meals, second Mendes is there to kill the enemy. And to end the developer briefing, the devs also say something about upcoming phases that we can expect. They say the team will be adding even more phases to the lineup as we move through early access to further bolster the options available to players. And they give us an example picture of what those phases will look like that you can see now. From the expression, this is probably the guy that has just arrived at the front lines and realized that he has diarrhea. But I still like the face. I have to make this clear. If I do jokes about the faces that we get by the devs, by the faces that we can use on the soldiers, I don't dislike them. They are doing a great job with great detail. I haven't seen that much detail in an early access before. So congrats to the developers for that job. I'm pretty sure they are still going to work on these faces, on how the soldiers present to our players, and they'll make a great impression on us and on new players when this game gets out of early access. Now that's been it for developers briefing number 62. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you're interested in reading up on them yourselves or have a closer look at the pictures, you'll find the link down in the description and you can check it out by yourselves on Steam. Now, if you like the content I provide and you want to support me, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, tell your friends about the channel and like the videos if you like them, and I'll most probably see you guys on the battlefield.